If you're just joining us this morning, get ready. Feisty conversation happening, starting with... Yes, sorry.
That's the point. There's this new bylaw in cottage country in Ontario. This is in Georgian Bay Township, if you're wondering, where they have literally passed a bylaw in March, so a couple of months ago, that bans all human sound.
Is that what the ban says?
Yeah, human sound. So what are we talking about specifically? No yelling, no shouting, no hooting, no whistling, no singing, no speakers on the lake, of course.
Singing.
No singing. So let's just picture this, okay? You've got your kids at the cottage. This is on Myers Lake, if you're wondering. Myers Lake, repeating it. So you're at the cottage. You've got your children. They go down to the dock. They're jumping in the dock. They're having the best time. They're swimming. They're gleeful. They're cheering. They're squealing. Not allowed.
Can I tell you why this is super sneaky too, which I didn't know? The bylaw was passed in March in the middle of winter when a lot of those cottagers aren't up there. They don't get their mail, they are not alerted, they have no idea that this is even going to a vote.
So why is this happening?
Yeah.
Why is this happening? So let's start there. This is happening because a lot of the local, and cottagers for that matter, people that own property there, they are upset, I think, mostly by a lot of the rented out cottages where they feel like people are coming in and making a lot of noise and disrupting the lake. Now, noise bylaws are not something new. We've seen those in many different regions and areas all across our country, but usually it is typically in tourist areas where they have specific hours. So you can't be loud between, 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. or whatever it is. This is an all-out ban, not allowed to make any human noise. It is so extreme.
Is there a time on it, Lindsey? Like, is it after 8 o'clock?
There is no time. It's all day.
And look, I understand the need, especially in cottage country. Sound carries across these lakes so tremendously that you can be miles away and you think you're not making a lot of noise, and people can hear you. So I understand the need to be considerate to your neighbors. This is inconsiderate to everyone, and I hate legislating for the lowest common denominator because there's one moron down there. No, you ruin the party for everybody.
The whole point, and I get that this isn't for people across the rest of the country. This is a part of cottage country in Ontario. It's very expensive. Properties are sometimes in the millions of dollars. So people feel like, I've come up here to rest. I want some relaxation. The point of having a place out of town is that so you can relax, so that you can yell if you need to. With no restrictions.
Yes.
That is the point of having a place outside of a city.
And people taking issue with renters. For a lot of people, they cannot own a cottage.
Of course.
And their only option to enjoy is you rent for a few weeks. And you know what? Like, this is worse than Footloose.
Oh, it is.
That's exactly what it is.
This is the worst. This is the worst neighborhood. I would love for them to. I mean, if I'm wrong, please tell me. This sounds like the worst place in Canada.
I feel like the property values will go down because you're not allowed to have fun. This is no fun lake.
And somebody had this idea, and they told somebody else. They said,
that's a good idea.
Let's pass this in March when nobody else is going to be around.
I would love for somebody who is in support of this bylaw to please write in or call into the show.
We just found out where the Grinch has his summer home.
Yeah, and you know what? The other thing is, so a lot of people say, okay, well, how are they going to enforce this? How are they going to enforce this? The fire chief is also the bylaw officer.
Poor guy.
So he is saying that they won't just, hear noise and you're under arrest and here's your charge and blah, 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 blah. They're going to, if there is a noise complaint, they will therefore investigate, and then perhaps warnings are given out, and then perhaps they will,
That sounds like a lot of extra work for somebody who should be busy doing something else.
They've empowered those who decide to get this ball rolling. Those people are now empowered and emboldened. And if they hear anything, that noise complaint's coming. This wasn't done willy-nilly just to set a tone.
No.
This was done because there were some people there who wanted the power to complain and get the result that they wanted.
I think these are mean people.
They're mean people.
I think you're mean people.
And they're people who feel like they have the right to set the rules for everybody else.
Yes.
No, you don't.
No.
Well,
not
they
on
did.
The lake.
They did.
Not in the great outdoors.
They do. Yeah, they kind of do.
How do you dance without music?
Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just get a lot of dogs, have them bark, because that's not human noise.
So some people are saying,
loophole.
To combat this, we're going to throw big parties at the lake. We're
and just do music.
Bring everybody down. Just music, But honestly, try dancing without music. It's impossible.
No.
And now all I'm thinking is Footloose for the rest of the morning.
I know. You've got it in my head.
John Lithgow, shame on you.
Shame on you. He probably lives there.